Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the achievement A Path to Ascension, which is the second achievement that you'll get in Shadowlands. This is done directly after escaping the Shadow Maw. Hopefully you enjoy this video. If you do, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright, so once we arrive here on Oribos, we're going to come over to the Protector Captain. We're going to talk to them. Okay, and then they will ask us to follow, so we'll just follow along. Alright, after you arrive, there will be a little bit of RP, but then the quest will switch, and you've got to speak to Caudelin. Get the quest, turn in the quest, get the new quest. Okay, so what we're going to do now is basically wait a minute. And since they're not talking to each other, this is a bug. So we need to abandon the quest and then pick up the quest again. Okay, so now they're talking, which means the quest is gonna go forward. So we'll sit here and listen to a little bit of story. Alright, after a little bit of talking, we're gonna talk to Talonara. We then speak with Talonara. Oh, okay. So from here, we're going to talk to Talonara again. And we're going to listen to a little bit more story. Okay, after a little bit of story, we talk to her, maybe? Him? Again? Then we turn in the quest. Okay, from there, we're going to come over here. And we need to click on this table. We'll get a little video. And then we come over here. Oop, here. Talk to, Bolvar. Complete that quest. Okay, and now we pick up the quest, speak to the Acolyte. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna talk to this Acolyte. We are then going to follow to the landing, which will be straight out here, and then to the left. Right, and once you've made it to the quest area, you just give it a moment, and then you're going to talk to the Acolyte again. They're going to both open a portal. Portal to Stormwind will be over here. Portal to Orgrimmar will be over here. Okay, once we do that, we need to head back in and speak with the Overseers. Once back at the Overseer, we turn in the quest, and now we've basically got to visit different sections of the town. So we're going to come out here, and then we're going to make our way basically to here. Once here, we're going to click on him, we'll talk, and then we're going to move to the next location. And same thing, once at the next location, talk to that person, and then we're gonna basically continue on until we get the next 3 locations and talk to them. Just a tip, if you're running Azeroth autopilot, you're gonna have to disable it before you talk to the innkeeper, because otherwise it's just gonna keep trying to get you to set your Hearthstone there. Alright, once you've done that, it's going to prompt you to go back to the Enclave, which is where we were speaking with everybody prior. We'll turn in the quest to the Overseer, then we're going to pick up the quest here. We're going to speak to Talonara, and we'll click it again. There it goes. Okay, that part completed. Now we're going to listen for a little bit. Right, after a little bit of talkie, we'll speak with Kashir. And then he's going to have us follow him. Right, he'll bring us to this teleporter, which we'll actually need to click on. That'll bring us to another level. We then talk to him again. And then we follow to the gate, which is going to be over here where this guy is. Alright, and after a moment, they'll do some talking. I suggest getting that Flight Master if you don't already have it. And then we need to click on this. Go through a little bit of RP. Right after that's done, we're going to come over to Kashir. We're going to turn in that, and then we're going to get the quest from him. We'll talk to him again, and he sends us on our way. Alright, once we arrive, we'll run forward. We'll listen to a little bit of a statement, and then we'll click on her, turn in the quest. We're gonna follow her down to here. Alright, once we arrive, it'll take her a second, and then we will click on her. From there, we need to get this canister right here. And then we need to walk over to this, click on it, click on the big one, and then we'll click on that one over there. Right, once you've clicked all three, we're gonna run back over here. We're gonna turn it in. Then we're going to, wait a minute, pick up the next quest. We basically speak to her. And now it wants us to visit 4 locations. Each location has a unique trigger. So this one, which we went left to, the trigger is sitting on the bench. We will then move over to this one over here, which the trigger is basically stepping in the water and then pressing this icon. From there, we're gonna head over to this one right over here. The trigger for this is the scroll right here, so we'll click it, and then we're gonna head to the last one. The trigger for that is clicking on the bell in the middle. Clicky clicky. Right, from here we're gonna go back over here and turn in the quest. So we'll clicky clicky there, and then we pick up the quest to speak to Kella, and then it changes to let Kalia handle this. So we'll wait for about 45 seconds. Alright, so after a little while, we will then talk to this one. Clicky clicky. Now they're going to have us do a trial. So we need to come around here and make our way to the next location. And once you arrive into the circle, she will then place this on the ground and tell you to click this object, in which case they'll give a little bit of story. What you can do is just exit out and continue on down to the next location. Right, once we get to the next location, we're going to click on her and get the 2 quests. So what we need to do is make our way down into this. We need to kill 8 memories. You can kill these, but there are going to be ones in here that aggro you on our way. So I typically get those. Right, and as we make our way further down into the temple, we will find Pelagos with this big dude. We basically need to slay him. Alright, once you've slayed him and you've killed all of the memories, we just need to make our way back out of the temple. Once outside the temple, we're going to turn in the quests to Pelagos and Clyra. And then we get the quest Ride Theonara. I guess that's how you'd say that, Theonara. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna clicky clicky on this. Once here, we're gonna make our way up and talk to her. She gives us the quest A Life of Service. we're just going to follow over here, and then we're going to clicky clicky. We'll do some communing. And now we're going to be brought to this basically shadowland, and we're going to have to fight some basically previous battles that we went through, but ultimately the goal here is just kill everything. Okay, in between waves you'll have to click on this to summon the next wave, then you just continue killing. Right after you complete all the waves, then you'll come back here and turn in the quests. Okay, and now you've got the quest Speak to Sika, in which case we need to make our way back down here. Once we arrive, we're going to click on Sika here. That'll give us the quest, the Cycle of Anima, and, well, both of them are the Cycle of Anima. From here, we're going to come out to the left here. Once over here, we need to kill these worms, and then we need to collect these flowers. The point of killing the worms is to loot. We're going to be looting the glowing viscera from them, basically. Alright, so now that he's dead, we'll loot, and they do give more than one, so you're not going to have to kill 30 of these guys. But yeah, a lot of them are also neutral, so you can focus on picking up the flowers and killing the ones that are not neutral. I forgot to mention, you also want to pick up the quest from the left of Sika, which is to activate the Anima Extractor, in which case we'll do that after we do the other two. Alright, for the Anima Extractor, we want to make our way down here. And we're basically going to come and click on this. From here, we will have to defend it. If I remember correctly, there's one big bird that comes. Yeah. So we have to defeat this. Right, and after defeating that, we click on the Anima Collector once more, and we loot the moat. From here, we're going to go back down over here and turn in these 3 quests. Right, so turn these in here. And now we got the quest Carry the Raw Materials, which we need to grab this right here. And then we need to walk slowly, basically make a U-turn once we get here, and go inside of this, I guess, forge? Yeah, forge. So we're going to come here, and we're going to click on here. Okay, so now they want us to tidy up. We've basically got to click on a few objects. So for first, we're going to do the vents on each side, like so. Then it wants us to tidy up the normal part of the house. We'll click on stuff like that. This broken thing right here. This broken thing. And then this one. And finally, this one. Alright, then we turn in the quest to her. Now we're going to speak with Sika. Right here. Show me what to do. Okay, so basically, we're gonna click on this 5 times. Alright, now we need to open event. We click on this here. And now what we need to do is make sure that that stays in the center. what I like to do is just let it cool down by itself. You don't really have to go back and forth to the vents this way. You just make sure that it stays in the center by clicking this. It will start to get faster, in which case you click faster. Okay, so now I'm gonna slow down a little bit because it slowed down. But this way, it's really simple. I don't have to run back and forth. I just sit here and click on this. Once it's at 100%, then we need to come here and they will bring over a set of armor that we're going to hold. So we click on that, let it run through. Okay, once the armor is steady, then she'll walk over here. We need to turn in the quest to her. And now we need to go to do the quest, The True Crucible Awaits. In which case we're going to ride out here and follow the quest indicator. Once we arrive, we turn in the quest to Kalia, and then we get the quest from Pelagos. So from here, we need to go and do a couple things. We need to challenge the Aspirants. Okay, and then we just fight them. The next thing we need to do is fight these 3 challengers. There's basically lined up all over here, and they're more, I would say, it's supposed to be combat training, but they're more boss-like. They don't hurt very much, but they have a lot of HP. Alright, once you have completed the duel with 8 aspirants and 3 training bots, we'll come back here. We pick up this quest, and then we've got to fight this guy. Don't actually expect to win. I don't know that it's possible. You do have to survive long enough. But essentially, he'll do that, knock you out. And then you come back here and talk to her, pick up her quests, and now we've got to enter the Chamber of Reflection, which is down here. So we're going to make our way there. We can kind of just cut through like so. Yeehaw. Alright. It'll bring us here, and then it will give us another quest indicator down this way. Once we reach the indicator, we're going to go all the way in. We're going to talk to her. Alright, and so from here we need to do 3 things, all of which are in this room. It's basically just clicky on each glowing object, except for this one, where we go in it and then press that icon. Once we've done all 3 of those things, we're going to come back to her. We're going to talkie, tell her I'm ready to begin, in which case we're going to make our way over to this entrance and down here. Alright, so here we're basically going to click on each 3 of these stones. Start over here. You actually have to stand on it before you can click it. And it's going to basically spawn a visage that you'll fight after clicking each one. After clicking the 3rd one, you'll be presented with, instead of a visage of you or visages of you, reflections, whatever they want to call it, with this nice, large, anguished memory, because we have a lot of turmoil in our past. So we'll go ahead and defeat it. Alright, after defeating it, we'll get knocked out and brought back to this preparation room. We will run out of the temple to meet up with I can't say that name. To meet up with her. Once we reach her, we will go ahead and turn in the quest, and then she gives us a quest, The Anchor's Answer. So we're gonna head out and up here. So we'll go around like so, and then we're going to talk with this one. Speak to Archon. Alright, and then she will give you a gift that you wish to accept. You basically click on that icon. They'll teleport you up, kind of, like some tractor beam stuff. Ooh, and I've got wings. The gift must be Red Bull. It's not. Right, so once done, then we turn in. And now you'll have this temporary kind of buff or attack. Depending on your class, it'll be different. So then we turn in the quest to her. And that gives us the quest to return to Aspirant's Rest. Alright, once you make it back here, we'll talk to her once more. And then we're going to pick up the quest from Cosmos, which will have us running down here. Right, once we make it here, we're going to talk to Iridia. Okay, and then we need to run forward. And basically, we've got to assist 3 disciples. Oh, that was weird.
So many awaiting their rights.
Right, so we'll come over here. And we'll talk to Fatima. I will help you. So we're gonna wait for a second. And then it's gonna turn into a big bad dude. And then we're going to fight it. Okay. Alright, once that's defeated, we will make our way to the next one. Here we will talk to Disciple Helene. Tell me how I can help. Alright, she's going to click the gong and basically summon these Tauren. All we've got to do is run through and click on them. There'll be a couple waves of it, but there's no fighting or anything. Just continue to click on them. Okay, after a little bit of clicking on them, that will be her task complete. So then we'll next go over here.
Doubtful they would recognize me now.
And we're going to talk to Lascati. Begin the cleansing. I'm ready. After a moment or so, this fallen acolyte will come at us. So we'll go ahead and defeat her. Right, and after defeating her, that task will be complete. We make our way back over here.
The Temple of Loyalty is trying their best to bring them back to the path.
Once we're here, then we will turn in the quest to Iridia. Right, so it doesn't give us another indicator except on the map. So we're going to make our way over to this next quest, which we'll have to go around and up. Alright, and once we've made it here, we're going to talk to him. And in this case, we need to go through and talk to the aspirants. Say something nice, like, you can do this, I believe in you. And we need to talk to basically 11 of them. They'll be all around. Even though you say nice things to them, sometimes they will attack you. So be wary of that. But otherwise, just go talk to them. Get them through this. Alright, once you've talked to all 11 of those, we want to come back to Iridia. We're going to speak with her. And she's going to give you the quest to find the missing disciple, which we need to come up that way. Alright, once you make your way to the quest indicator here, you'll see these two. You've got to wait for a moment and then talk to him. Say Iridia asked to talk to him. And then we have to escort him back. After a little bit, you'll be ambushed by these congealed bitterness creatures. So we'll go ahead and defeat them. After they're defeated, he'll start running again. We'll keep following. Okay, we'll once again get stopped, and we'll have to defeat this large terror. After we defeat the large terror, he will begin going, and we need to follow him until we get to Iridia. Okay, after a moment, we'll be able to turn the quest to Iridia. And now she wants us to assist her. So we're going to go out here. Okay, after a moment they get here, we'll go ahead and click on Iridia and say, yes, Iridia. Now they're going to do basically a ritual. And during said ritual, of course, we'll have waves of enemies to attack. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, and after a few waves, he will turn into a fallen disciple. We'll say, are you well? Then we'll wait for a little bit of story, and then we can speak to Iridia. Okay, so we'll go ahead and speak to her. That quest will be complete, and then suddenly she appears over there. There'll be a video. Okay, we're gonna talk to her, turn in the quest, then we're gonna get 2 quests. Cleanse the temple, which is basically going to be filling this bar by killing things, and it does go up kind of slow, just a fair warning. Alright, we want to make our way down here to the center, and we want to pick up this quest right here, which is for Dark Sermons, and then we want to ring this bell. This all occurs around here. For the seals, we basically need to find these floating seals all around and just click and loot them. Another thing you can do to fill up the bar is click on these stewards, and that'll give you a few points. For the Vesper of Purity cleansed, we need to make our way up here and go over to the right. Follow up this way, and we're going to make it to that bell. And at the bell, we'll go ahead and right. Once we've got all 3 of those completed, we're going to come to this bridge here, and we're going to speak with her, and then we'll get the quest to follow. From there, we will follow across the bridge. We'll go over here, and we need to make our way up to her. We'll do a little bit of RP listening. After the RP, we need to walk over to Cosmos, tell him I am ready. He's going to pick you up, fly you around. Should be fun. Alright, after a little bit, he will give you a hammer, in which case he'll start flying you around the bells, and you have to click the hammer to ring all 3 bells. Alright, after a few bells, or after the 3 bells is completed in a few moments, he'll fly you up here. We then need to talk to him, turn in the quest, and then click I will stand with you. From that, we need to defeat Lysonia. Okay, after you defeat her and a little bit of RP occurs, we're going to come over to her. We're going to get the quest, fly with Vesiphone, and then we're going to tell her, go with her. Right, after you're done flying, we'll come talk to Kalia. Then we get the quest, travel to Mnemonic Locus, which is going to be down here. Alright, so once we get to the quest indicator here, we're going to click on him. Okay, he will give us the quest Centurion Core and Locus Manual. So what we need to do here is we need to defeat these Praetors in order to loot the Centurion Cores. And as you're going through, you also want to click on these scrolls on the ground They're basically going to be all over, and you'll need to loot a lot of them in order to get the Locust Manual. Alright, and once you've managed to collect all of that, you want to make your way over to here. And we're going to talk to him again, turn in those quests. And now we've got the quest, the Mnemonic... I can't say that. Mnemonic Lotus. Basically what we need to do is go over here. We're gonna click this right here. Let this complete. Okay, after that's completed, we'll come over here and talk to him. We'll tell him I am ready. Now we're gonna be put into, I guess, I don't know what you call it, a spirit realm. And essentially we have to kill to get 10 of the Forsworn memories. Alright, once you've collected all 10 of those, you're gonna come click on this. We will then wait for a moment, be transported back to the not really living world, is it? And we'll talk to her. From that, we're going to walk or ride down this way. We're going to come down here, fight this. Once that's done, we're going to come over and click on this to extract the memory. And then we're going to make our way down to the next part. Okay, and at the next location, we're going to do the same thing. Click on it. Alright, next we want to make our way up here to this cave entrance, in which we're going to follow this down. We're going to click on this memory right here. Once we click on that, these two will run down. We've got to run here and turn in that quest, pick up the next quest, and then say, I am ready. We will then defeat this Locust Keeper. Okay, and then after a moment, we'll talk to the Locust Keeper, take that quest, then we're going to make our way this way. Okay, so from here we need to go down here, over to here, and then we want to make our way down this road right here. We continue following this road until we reach this treasure chest. They'll catch up, we'll have to fight something, and then we can loot the chest. Alright, once we loot the chest, then we'll be prompted to go more this way. We're gonna follow over here, run across like so, and come over here, and rinse and repeat. Alright, and once we've completed that chest, we're then going to make our way here to the vault, talk to the Locust Keeper, and wait for a moment. We will then give offerings to these two guardians, some cinnamon sticks and whatnot, and then a statue. Then this will open up. We'll run down here. Once inside the vault, we'll be prompted with another barrier, so instead we're going to go over here where he offers to fix it. So we've got to run up to him and do a little talkie-talkie. Tell him what do we do now. Now he's going to start working on fixing that, and we need to come out here and defend from the waves. After defeating the waves, the barrier will be down, so we need to follow through in here, make our way down here, and then talk to the Vault Keeper. Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. So we go here, turn that in, and now we're going to go over here and clicky clicky. After we clicky, we're going to come back to the Vault Keeper, like so, and then pick up the quest, and now it wants us to make our way up here. Once we've made our way up here, we're going to click on this, and it's going to transport us at super light speed. Once we arrive, we can talk to Kalia. She's going to give us the quest, go into service, which we need to get to Hero's Rest. To do that, we make our way here. Once we've made it there, we're going to click on this teleporter right here, which will fly us up to Hero's Rest. I really do like that flight. Then we'll come up here and talk to Kalea. Then we'll talk to Celestine. And now they want us to select a steward. I'm just going to go here, talk to Ipa, say I need assistance, accept. Then we come back over here. We turn that in. And now it wants us to summon the steward. We just click this right here. We will talk to the steward and click I need you to fix the beacon of invocation, which they'll come over here. Okay, after they're done fixing it, we come over here and click on it. And then we've got to wait for some story, which will have us come over here, and he will come down here and we can talk to him after the story. Alright, once he finally arrives, we'll talk to him. Tell him I'm ready to go to Elysian Hold. Alright, once we're here, we're going to make our way up these stairs and around. Once we get up here, we're going to talk to him. Click I am ready to speak to the Archon. Go through a little bit of video, turn the quest into him. And now he's going to want us to check these wards. So we're going to make our way over here, up these stairs and to the left. Once we get up here, the wards are going to be these. We're just going to click on all of these, like so. We're going to come over here. Click on this. Click on this. And then we'll need to click on this one. And from here, a little bit of story will occur. Once the story is done, we're going to make our way back over here to turn it in. Alright, and once here, we'll go ahead and turn this in and pick up the next quest. Fair warning, the quest Imminent Danger is level gated. You have to be level 53 in order to get it. Once we have that, we're going to make our way to the Flight Master. And I need to go to the Temple of Courage. Alright, and after we fly there, we're going to make our way here and talk to Thanakos. Turn in that quest. Tell him I am with you. Okay, so what we'll need to do here is basically defeat all these guys that come through. Right after a minute of story, he'll run off. We've basically got to follow him over here and then talk to him, turn in the quest once more, like so. Then we'll pick up the next quest, House of Construct Forces Slain. We also want to make our way over here and pick up this quest, which is Fight Another Day. And then there's another quest over here that we need to pick up, and that is Stay Scrappy. Alright, so we want to skip this little entrance fight right here. Just walk past it because they will do nothing for us. What we want to do is go further back in here and fight the guys just walking around. basically until that whole bar fills up. Right, we also need to be on the lookout for these in the circle so that we can loot those. Okay, and for the Ascendant Freed, we want to click on these bone cages that we'll see around. The next item we want to click is this gem right here. And the last item is going to be here. We're going to loot it. And then once you have all 3 of those completed, we'll turn in the quest to him. And then we'll make our way back to turn in the other 2. Once we make it back to him, we'll turn in this quest. And then we'll come back over here and turn in this quest here. Then we'll pick up the quest from Thanatos, which has us go around this way and down here. Oh, so we're gonna run through here and start fighting. Basically what we've got to do here is kill them and then click this. The other thing we need to do is click on these stones. Okay, and you also find these stones on the floor. You just click any glowing green stone like that you find. One thing I did notice is there can be a bug in this quest, which can be kind of discombobulating. Essentially, you go to click here and nothing will happen. You have to open your bag and right click it. Alright, once we've completed all that, we're going to make our way here and talk to Thanatos. Then we're going to go up here. We're going to talk to him. We'll come over here, take this quest. And now basically what we're going to do is defeat the waves that come in. Right after we defeat the waves, we're going to come here and click on this giant robot and press 2. And then we'll do a whole lot of pew pew pews. Pew pew pews. And then that will be completed. Then we come over here, wait for him to stop running, and we turn the quest in here. Pick up the new quest and say, I am ready. Alright, once you get there, you will go through a video, and then we get to fight this dude. I don't know if you can call it a dude. Monstrosity? Whatever you want to call this thing. Alright, after a little bit of RP, after you defeat him, you'll then click on Disciple Apollon. Once you land, you'll talk to him to turn in the quest. Then we're going to need to go to Hero's Rest. Alright, once you've made it to Hero's Rest, you can click on him, right click your map, and fly to Oribos. Alternatively, if you have your Hearthstone set there, you can just use your Hearthstone instead of ever going to Hero's Rest. Alright, once back, if you flew over, you're going to want to run over to here and click on this portal. And then you want to make your way over here in the Enclave. Once you've made it to the Enclave, you want to come talk to Tolanira, say Maldraxxus has attacked Bastion. We wait for a little bit of story. After a bit of story, we can go ahead and turn the quest into her. And now we need to go over here. And that's going to take us back to the Flight Master level. Once at the Flight Master level, we're going to walk over here. And we are going to turn in our quest to Kashir. Okay, now we're going to click on this sword and wait for a little bit of RP. After the RP and video and RP, we'll then click on there, and congratulations, you now have the path to Ascension, and you'll be ready to head to Maldraxxus. Hopefully this video has helped you or was enjoyable. If it was, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching.